Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCK Cup 2025.
Given that they really want to snowball this game, getting those drugs early can be pretty advantageous. But they did get nerfed. Current patch on, which is 15.3 or 25.
Yeah, I mean, it feels very good to get 6. And especially if you lose the first 3, there's a lot of pressure to just kind of go all in for the grubs. As Jovi's got an angle here, just kind of sets it up. Seemed very obvious. They block the ult. Fisher does flash away, and the flash forward with the haymaker nearly takes his head off, but Fisher will get away.
Oh,
and
no,
Jovi,
no.
No, it's wrong.
Missing. It's off.
Wrong,
it's
yeah.
off. It's off. Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Not even close. We saw that 5-6 seconds ahead of time.
Oh, Lahens didn't block it though. It didn't matter at all.
But
But he get hit by like a Braum Q, a Vi Q.
You're probably just dying. But at the end of the day, they did use their Ash Arrow, so Gen.G take the opportunity to just take a grub down. It's now Duro in the front line. They do have a lot of peel, but Canyon getting dove right now by Gideon, who's going all in. Has to flash the Solar Flare, though, and cannot end Canyon's life here on the Nidalee. The spears are also flying, as Jovi remaining here as a stalwart tank in the front, gonna pull in the Yone and pull him even deeper into the team. Trying to burst down the Yone. They do get the kill. That's first blood. And Duro tanks up the damage. Will live. King in the front line, but doesn't have any support from his team as Ruler. He's on the chase. The flash forward. This one is a good one on the Ezreal, as he does try to chase them down, looking for 7 seconds on his ult. The block of the Q is huge for Lahens.
His ult's gonna
1
be up
second.
now.
There it is. But they spot it, and they see it coming. Too obvious.
Yeah, they did manage to get one grub, so it doesn't get it off in time.
Yeah.
And I think really if Canyon had gone down, if Fisher was able to get in the fight a bit sooner, I actually think Nongshim's Ash is going to take more time. So the goal lead isn't huge right now, but I feel like really Gen.G on quite a big advantage with just the state of the game for their composition right now.
Now he got a little setup here, actually, as Duro once again being bullied. He does not have flash. Might just be a free kill here, as, you know, when you're playing Leona, you feel like you can kind of be anywhere, but it was actually Canyon that went very deep to go in.
The Herald. And Nongshim looking to move in return. Kingan's TP just came up now.
Yeah.
And Fisher's on the flank.
I mean, TP's coming in, but it's in the mid lane. The Rift Herald's already down, pretty much. So one eye hit, one smite away. That's going to do it. The engage comes in from Duro, but not a big follow-up from Gen.G. They got to worry about the combo. Able to get away from the arrow, but Fisher here on the flank is always threatening. They've got that Vi as well, and look at that. Keen is going to be burnt down, and here's the follow-up. He lines up 2. Fisher able to get on top of the set. Chovy nowhere for him to go, and Ruler and Canyon are just left to run away. Yes, they get the Rift Herald, but they lose 3 kills.
Nongshim's playing around the Galio very well. And we did see Gen.G made a TP play towards the top. They prioritized the turret. Gold is back to even. But it does mean they lose that dragon on the bot side. So feats of strength secured, goal lead equalized, but an extra dragon to Nongshim, I'm sure they are happy to take.
Yeah, it's times already that Helen's getting huge amount of values with the Unbreakable as Kingan. He's just kind of dead. Let's see if Nongshim can come over here, just pulled away from the equalizer. Nongshim desperately trying to come up. Here's the TP. Kingan trying to turn this one around, but he's already dead. And the TP has been used. And now it's Fisher who is behind enemy lines, trying to ult away. It just gets blocked by a tank Galio.
He's away though.
He is fine.
Scary.
But that was pretty big. You see a lot of focus on clearing the mid wave. A lot of vision control up here in the top river, actually. As Poke looking to try to land here from the side of Gen.G. It's essentially Duro just playing frontline and allowing Ruler and Canyon to just poke him down. I mean, look at Jiwoo. The arrow's going to hit, but yeah, you get his cleanse. Follow up here from the side of Gen.G. Thinking about a fight. Duro going in. The follow-up is very slow. The True Shot Barrage is huge damage, but Duro should be traded back. No, the heal comes through, and he will survive for a little bit longer, as TP's now being called in from both sides. Jiwoo just too low to really do anything, though. Has to back away, has no mana, and everybody's a bit injured. But now Gen.G maybe just able to run
that comes through. Gen.G coming out with a little bit of the edge and forcing that TP from Kingan pretty big. I don't agree with this.
No, I mean, unless Keen just doesn't check it. And it's going to take a really long time.
He's going to push that wave, though. He will be seen.
Yeah, he's going to see it. Maybe you can chain something here onto Keen, but Keen's going in, actually, trying to keep him in the Otacon circle. That's not going to work. They get a kill onto him.
Guys, you can't do this. It does so much damage. This is so risky. Just back up, back up, back up.
Yeah, now that they're coming up, you got to back off of this.
You got to back away. G was in such trouble here.
Yeah, he does have his flash. Might have to burn it, but Gen.G not fully committing to the fight themselves as well, so... Yeah,
I think them being down a member, even with King and Fisher being low, they're like this game, especially considering how the predictions were. This game's been a lot closer than we anticipated. Oh, TP's coming in.
Yeah, we're maybe going for a fight, but Kingin and the rest of Nongshim are like, okay, bring it. You want to fight? Let's go. As Keen, once again, not really able to do much. Tovi is already low. Tovi's going in as Keen is going out, but will return with the Galio. Oh, knocks up 2, and now Ruler's got an angle here on a Jiwoo, and that is a big deal. Jiwoo's going to go down already as Ruler is unchained. He's able to do anything he wants. And meanwhile, we got this fight in the top side, though. Fisher able to light it up the huge Yone, but it doesn't matter as Ruler just able to do enough damage to take him down. That was getting very dicey, but Ruler and Canyon able to survive and gonna start this one up. Gideon around.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're taking so much damage. Do not get hit by... Okay. yeah.
Just walk in a straight line behind it.
That's enough. That spear alone is enough to kind of ward you away. I think the sad thing about this passage of play is that I genuinely think Nongshim would have won that.
And now they're just doing Baron. I mean, they have Otacon buff on everyone, so yeah, all 5 members, they call up Tovi and they say, okay, bring it.
This is so risky though, because if they reset, you know, Nongshim can just take the Baron, but they need to make things happen quickly.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to just take it down. Nongshim are not calling the bluff just yet. The arrow hits the Leona, as in goes the Stealer. There it is, Gideon, the perfect timing. And Gen.G just hand over the buff to the side of Nongshim. Gen.G trying to get a bit more, but already one withdrawal as well. They'll get a kill onto Gideon, but that's it.
Hero play, hero play.
Gideon.
Yeah, and he's happy with that
worth, right? That is the definition of hashtag worth, where you go in, you die, you get a kill on top of the Baron.
Yeah, and especially with the Otacon buff, you know, even though they didn't spike when you're kind of not as strong as Ruler was, they are setting up now for the Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, the teams have been brawling back and forth. It feels like we should have more kills, but there's been a lot of injured members running away in a lot of these fights.
Okay, Nongshim, chill. Gideon is pushing the wave mid. He is not there. Learn from the last situation.
He doesn't have Baron either, so obviously he has to be here for the fight, but yeah, he gets that huge wave into the mid turret anyway.
Oh, I love this setup though. Nongshim kind of threatening this pincer. Oh, going in.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get a taunt onto Gideon, but you've already overextended into the pit. The rest of Gen.G not looking to follow up on this one, as Keen is very low. It gets stolen down by Canyon. And now we got Chaos here in the pit. Fisher not in a great spot. He's being focused down, and so is Jiwoo. They do get the 1 kill, but now Ruler being bullied by the Rumble. Kingin going in, and will take out Ruler. And now he's thinking about taking this fight against Canyon and Tovi, but I don't know about this one, as maybe has overextended. Big shield, though. And he is tankier than you'd imagine, but not enough.
His spears just keep hitting, you know? And Gen.G also got the... And then ultimately went down at the end because he had no way of getting away. Crazy the amount of damage that both Kingin and Canyon did. We often think of Nidalee as like get ahead, you know, heal bot maybe late game. That's how some LCK junglers have played it. But Canyon is just pumping the numbers.
Yeah, he's got a license. He's one of the guys that does, as now an engage here on a Gideon. He's just going to flash away from that one. Jiwoo, meanwhile, not scared to run up to 5 of them, as Equalizer comes down onto a couple of very tanky members, but Tovi not as tanky. Bit of damage does go back. That will push Nongshim away from this one. So again,
it'd be hard to kill Canyon, but Jiwoo, if he's not threatened, he pumps out so much damage, but he's constantly being threatened.
He doesn't have flash, so he's just gonna get bullied here by a lot of members. Eats a giant spear to the face, just no vision on the right side. Jiwoo just dies for free, and now Lehens might have to pay the price as well. He goes in, tries to save his younger brother. He will be taken down, and we got Baron in 20 seconds.
Yeah, that Baron is just a miss, and I think with 2 members down, I gotta be honest, as the AD carry. And the takeaway from this is Gen.G already have a 4,000 gold lead. They're gonna get Baron. It's
seconds is Jiwoo attacking for before he just dies as well.
Less than you'd hope.
I mean, he doesn't have flash now. already took a loss, and they're setting up a nice gank rush here. I say nice, maybe the opposite of nice here, as Lehens is going to get locked down and might just die here for their sins as the follow-up comes in, and Nongshim are just kind of falling apart as the engage goes in. Fisher finally shows up, and Jiu is alive, but it is a 5v3 as they're just able to peel here for Fisher and take him down. So 3 essentially free kills for Gen.G, and they're going to get the Mountain Soul.
Yep, not much you can do there. I think they were kind of looking for like that little bit of pressure onto Duro, maybe try and force something. But it's kind of that thing we talked about earlier where like, okay, now the Leona has Celestial opposition, make Treads lock it, and they kind of realize that, okay, we can't base this Leona. Let's do a little bit of poke, let's back away. But the end result is you're just locked into a situation you can't escape from, and now Gen.G looking to end the game.
I mean, they still have Baron for a minute 30. So 2 members down here on the side of Nongshim. You don't really have any defense at all. And you're going up against Mountain Soul Gen.G. Instead of, you know, going all in on the Nexus turret, they look to take the bottom turret. I thought they would, but instead...
Oh, wow.
A lot of respect.
Kingan's Rumble, Fish's Yone. Those are big budget picks and fillers. They're going to be gone for the rest of the series, so... Doesn't feel good, and this is their side selection game on blue side. So not a good feeling to be on the losing end of this one. There's still some hope, but it is definitely dwindling for now. Gen.G just applying the pressure. No Baron available yet, but still just able to walk up, and with the Bloodthirster from Ruler, with the Mountain Shield, tanking the tower a little bit to get some damage down.
Ruler just gets to do whatever he wants. He's got an engage support, and he's got a healing support. Enchanter from the jungle, and they've got a massive front line now. I mean, so much engage as well, and nobody is dying here. I say that immediately Duro dies. They do have to follow up here on the engage, finally, from the side of Ruler, as Jiu kind of left in no man's land. He does have the Zhonya's, so he'll survive for a bit longer. Ruler getting a bit low, but not quite low enough. Maybe just enough to get her hopes up, but not able to finish off Jiwoo. The turret should go down as Toby's got a Haymaker, will stay alive as the Braum falls, the Ashe falls, and the Rumble falls, and so will the Nexus. Gen.G picks them up.
I think Gen.G got what they wanted in entirety, and Nongshim is per minute. He's winning so far.
He is, yes. Unfortunately. And now, just gonna engage here on a Duro. Still gets hooked, and Duro, last second, is gonna flash, but that leaves him open for a first blood given over to Jiwoo. And our woes
in the top. It's not gonna be enough time for Gen.G to swap back and contest the grubs, but I think Gen.G are pretty fine with how things have panned out. You know, they get some farm for Ruler uncontested, and
been
actually...
Like, oh, sick play. Unfortunately...
Just hit.
In hindsight, not feeling too good about that one. Level 6 is Keen, and Gio's a level 5 MF with no flash, no mana, and he does have a barrier.
Why?
He uses it and then dies anyway.
Yeah, I had no idea why he was then. But
Canyon was just running into the pit, so
yeah.
He could have just
maybe it's
waited.
One of those moments where like you throw it and you're like, oh, what if he sidesteps, or like maybe he has vision of us, or like he spotted us walking this bush and he's expecting it, and then Canyon's just walking a straight line. Like, I want to kill grubs.
Now, Gen.G are down almost 2,000 gold here, but they're still going to fight big time over these grubs. And they get the first one. They don't want to give a second one over to Gideon, but now an angle here as they go to that back line. They engage onto Fisher there, but they do just flash away as the bullet time is decent, but not enough damage to take out Keen just yet. They finally take him down, and down will go the Sejuani as well, but Fisher full health, Jiu full health, and they're on the chase now. The Q gonna bounce as well, and finally a hook will land here from Lehens. A couple of kills lined up from the side of Nongshim, and Ruler just gonna run away injured. So, and you're down gold. So that's just not a recipe for success for Gen.G in that fight. So now Nongshim, they're going to take the second dragon. They have 4 grubs. It is a Ocean Soul.
Oh,
and
man.
It's going to land, and it keeps him nearby for the Ambessa. Ruler is just so dead. Doesn't even bother to use his flash.
I take back everything I said. Everything I said about Lehens Dredge Lines, that one was sick. He's redeemed himself. Now Keen's in trouble.
Yeah, he has to flash. And now we got a fight in the top lane as well. Duro just forced to ult, kinging away.
Okay.
And this is why there weren't that many 3-0s for Gen.G over Nongshim. Even though name value, you know. As Gideon's going to get away. Fisher looking for the kill here. Looking for that R button. There it is, but not quite enough.
So close.
Look, good hooks. Sometimes you're playing a hook champion, as you mentioned, everything goes wide, and then sometimes you're just locked in. You know, maybe even the Aurora, although that's more of the burst champion than anything else.
I think it's one of those things where, like,
not again, Ju. At least he has his flash this time. Does he get away is the question, as there comes the bullet time, but it's just desperation. 5 members of Gen.G right next to him to punish Ju once again.
That felt a little bit personal, I'll be honest. Not ideal for G to be stepping up like that. I think this kind of needs Nongshim to set up vision in return, but also you kind of have to put a bit of the emphasis on G being aware when he needs backup to step up and... Oh no, not again.
Yeah, well, this is a level 12 Mbessa trying to go 1v2. Not quite as strong this time around. Canyon, the massive dash on in, and will continue the fight. Gets the knock up. There's the Q from Kane. And that's a kill. They take down and get a big shutdown. But meanwhile, we got Nongshim with a big push. Ruler, Ju over Ruler, but now it's only 500 gold. Also the top lane cut down about 200 gold.
Yep.
The lead, so just little bits here and there.
Someone who has his view on the game and he'll experiment with things.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And he went Aftershock this time as well, as now Kingin not going to be able to get away from this one. Tries to turn it around, but I think against the two of them you're going to struggle. He is buying a lot of time though, as in comes the bullet time, but that is a Xin Zhao. It only hits the Xin Zhao ultimate, and now your teammates are getting baited in. Lehen's going to go down, and now a chance for Gen.G to just take Otacon down. 3,000 gold? Maybe not.
I will say it's a 20-minute Otacon. It's super risky, and Fisher is still there. If you take the debuff from this Otacon...
No bullet time.
Oh, I think they're looking for a TP flank angle from Keen.
Yeah. Let's see what that looks like.
Fisher, I feel.
Yeah, it's almost like a bait more than anything else. Very deep TP comes in as Canyon is just going to be popped like a balloon. Down it goes, and now the turn comes in, but maybe it's a little bit too late. The double kill from the Mel, and we see the power of the new champion, but still, it's another one that goes the way of Gen.G. Chovy, able to pick that up and get a big shutdown himself. As here's Gideon, very tanky, and he got fight. He has smite, and Gen.G do not. And that is just a free Otacon to the side of Nongshim. You know, free 200 gold over to the Gen.G members, but man, he just gave a big buff over to Nongshim.
Second game in a row that he's clutched with the smites. He might be in trouble.
Yeah, you can't hook shot away from that, but you can buffer it. There's no tower here. Chovy coming on over. He says, all right, see you later, buddy. And eventually, Keen, will he go down here? Yes, he will.
Yeah, Lehen's, I said he calibrated. He purposely missed that so he wouldn't steal the kill. Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. Oh, Lehen's.
I mean, I think they saw...
Nothing there.
Okay.
He doesn't know. Okay, well, non-stop action, it seems.
Yeah. Just going in again. I mean, Duro is a poppy. He's going to have to flash here 100%. And at least he's got Hex Flash.
What a hectic passage of play on buff.
Yeah.
So, still have that available. Keen is on the flank, so they need to really be careful.
And there's only 4 here. Kingin does get his TP back. And Gen.G will just respect.
And they walk forwards like, I will take this. And like, it was not going to hit anyone.
Well, if you hit someone, could have been nice, but, and ults, that's Gideon. He's down, and now you got a 5v4, and Kingin is late to the party. Ju going to go pretty low, finally taken down, and that is a bunch of extra gold just given over to the side of Gen.G. And yes, it's just withdrawals, but Gen.G at least able to capitalize. Same, you know, go for Xin Zhao. You know, fight as you back away. I'm gonna leave. Saying we have vision. I'm gonna go for it. Got it. Nice. I'm gonna try to get out, but yeah. And we got more fighting. Duro's dead. Keen, hook shot down, no flash. He's dead.
Man.
That is a very nice hook. Okay.
I told you he was locked in. He was calibrated.
Recalibrated. Okay.
He's just
2 free kills.
8, but they are massively ahead. And you look where the gold is. We have this giga-fed Mel and Ambessa.
It's spreading for some reason. We got a deep TP coming in here right now from Keen. That's the ult drop. They want to try to get Fisher. There's the flash.
Oh, man.
And the knock out of the wall. Fisher, he's just a fish out of water. Down he goes, and now Keen in the back line. He's alone. He's trying to delay. for the rest of the team to come over, but Canyon's like, no, I'm not going in there. They don't have Ruler. As when will he pull the trigger? There he goes. They find the backline. They find Jiwoo. And Gen.G turn the fight around. As Kenyon and Gideon, yes, they're strong, but maybe not good enough to go up against 4 members of Gen.G. Is now Kenyon gonna get hook shot. There's the stun with the steadfast presence. Duro, he was also calibrating, just waiting for his moment. And Nongshim this time, they're the ones caught out.
It's Gideon has Spike, but against 4? I don't think he's there in time.
No. Okay, they're even gonna, they're gonna play it even safer. Just
TP's coming in. Fisher actually has ult as well.
Recall, you gotta get out of there. Fisher might be able to take down Chovy and Keen here. Keen is dead.
He's
for
already
sure.
gone.
But Chovy is on Fisher, and he's even gonna flash here.
The rebound.
Oh, the rebound. Get rebutted. And down he goes.
Well, some good pickups in the back.
There is Ocean Drake in 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's not that long of a cooldown though.
This time Duro soaking up a lot of pressure, but might be soaking up a death as well. That should be Ocean Soul over to Nongshim unless Gen.G have an angle. Keen, level 16, they spot him though.
Yeah, so they been the Sejuani ult, they been the Ambassador ult. Those are pretty big cooldowns, but they have time. Oh, now Keen's
all right. I mean, they saw him in mid. He had no idea that he was spotted on this big flank that he was going for, but that should just be a death on the Camille as well. As this is one of the messier games we've had.
I think just go for the Dragon.
Instead, opening up an angle here for Ruler to try to go 1v5. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Not with Kenyon in his face, but he's being kited out. That gigantic W just going to one-shot him, but there's the hook coming in. But it's just the front line for Ruler, but it's just not enough of a front line. Maybe another W going to land here on a Jiwoo, but the Ruler magic will be extinguished. And now Nongshim get Ocean Soul.
Playing a dangerous game there. I won't lie, I held my breath through that entire passage of play.
Almost like a demonstration where Ruler's like, yeah, I'm pretty fed at this point in time. And we have Arm Guard once again for Jiwoo. This is a massive dive, and it's 2 teleports coming in. They spot it, though.
Fisher does have Zhonya's this time.
Yeah, Fisher's got it. Jiwoo's got it as well. Duro's just dead. And now the TP's going to come in and Gen.G say, you know what? We're really comfortable with 4v5s. Ruler just going to avoid the damage. In goes Canyon and Chovy in that backline. Fisher goes down, but Canyon has traded the AD carry battle. Ruler versus Jiwoo. He's got Keen in the front line as well, but now Ruler's isolated on the backside, and he will be taken down. And there's nowhere for Keen to go. Not with Lahans respawning and coming on over. And just, well, I say that. He is actually going to get away. So big hook shot over the wall. He gets away for now. Kenyon still on the chase here. They desperately want to take him down, but it's not gonna.
So he's like, okay, just do as much damage as I can. I'm dead. Jiwoo bins. Oh, we don't get more.
What is happening in this game, man? He's gonna go in biz. He's going the opposite way. He lives. He flushes. He's out. And now maybe Duro and his buddy Keen here will have to pay the price. They say he's out. Bit of damage coming out from Fisher, who's trying to get away from Kenyon. Kenyon flashing in, looking for the kill. And down will go Keen. Kenyon able to trade one back, but you'd imagine that eventually he goes down as well. As W's coming in, and he goes into his GA, and Kenyon eventually dies right before the Baron spawn.
I'm going to be honest, we've seen consecutively at all. Lahens, his health bar goes down, it goes back up again. Gideon and Kenyon are just not taking...
I mean, they don't have Smite.
No, they don't.
But what if they knocked away Gideon? Unfortunately, there's vision, and it's not going to matter. They're not going to... Yeah. I mean, he had an arm guard in the last fight, so he just elects to say, okay, we're just going to go for the full item this time. Yeah, there you go. Mbessa ult into the Nautilus, but there is a massive knockback from Duro. They're all trying to get away, and you're not getting away from Mel. Doesn't matter the distance.
Guys, I just saw Ruler Q. I think it's very hard to lose the game from this point, especially the double Zhonya's combo.
And at the end of the day, you have your big carry on a big carry champion, and he's able to carry your team.
I also think like Ocean Soul, obviously not the strongest soul, but on an Ambessa, and particularly like he went the Spirit Visage Death Stance, which, I mean, they're not uncommon items on Ambessa, but they sync so well with it.
Yeah.
And now the Elder with Mel, super scary, if I gotta be honest.
The rebuttal. Hit on a Duro. Look at his health.
That was a zoning dredge line.
Yeah.
Remember, he's calibrated.
Zoning Sejuani ult as well. And Duro zoning, trying to engage here on a...
Look at his health!
His health! It's falling a little bit. I saw it go down.
Okay, now it's going down.
Oh, okay. Keen with the kill. And doesn't quite matter because Duro gonna get smote out of the sky by the Mel. They gotta get some health here and try to go for some kind of desperate engage. They're still going up against Elder Dragon for a minute plus as they go to the back line looking for Fisher, but he's going to live for so long. As Ruler not finding the angle just yet, as he is fighting against 2 tanks, and now, though, Canyon and Toby able to get Fisher. There's not a lot of damage left here for Nongshim. Can they end the game is the question. It's absolutely no. As Gideon, very tanky.
Have no damage.
And he doesn't do any damage, so now Nongshim, everybody dies with their Elder buff. They're not going to have Elder buff anymore. And the game is reset a little bit. You know, a couple of inhibitors are down. Nexus turrets, though.
Okay, Baron is going down quickly because of Ruler. Gideon is coming, though. You need vision.
That's the Sejuani gone. Sejuani just out. And that's why the Poppy priority should be through the roof. And we got Baron here that will exist until Elder spawns. And I mean, there's absolutely a chance now for Gen.G to take this game as Duro, he's in a rough spot. He doesn't have flash, and they're just going to leave him as he gets caught out yet again. And now they just don't have Poppy. So the second I sing the praises of, hey, Duro's back, he's playing well.
Okay.
The mid-jungle duo. And now, oh, just going to miss the hook on a King.
It's too late in the game to be calibrating now ahead.
In goes Keen, though. He's like, bring it, man. I want to go for the fight as the Sejuani gets knocked in the air and doesn't go anywhere. Ju lives, but Sejuani falls, and Ju gets popped like a balloon. Gen.G, they're actually doing it. It's a free ace for them, and they look to push mid and potentially end this game.
And the game's just over like that. Nongshim try to look for a pick. They don't set up vision. They don't defend the flanks. They get collapsed on Canyon once the Elder. I don't think you need it, buddy, but he'll take it regardless.
Well, they don't need him for the push, so you might as well.
And Gen.G, despite everything, managing to push this to a 2-0. Heartbreaker for Nongshim, but Gen.G clutched it in the end.
They made so many mistakes in this game, but you know what? They clutched it. So they made it hard for themselves. They're able to fight back. And Nongshim aren't awesome dudes because it's AD, right? When nobody was playing actual AD carries. Ruler doesn't do this, but he's doing it. He's playing Ziggs straight up through lane leads, through jungle, farm, of objectives, and otherwise have just opened up about 1,000 gold to lead. A bit less, I suppose.
Flash.
Flash comes out, but they got the Drake.
Yeah, I mean, they've already got 2 of them.
Position totally held here by Nongshim. You have to go through a Renata.
Something to note, Chobi has TP, Kingen doesn't. So this could be a 5v4. Kingen needs to keep him in vision.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a fight coming through. That's the Renata Glass Skull. Tons of value there, but Keen's on the flank here. Gideon gonna get stunned down, and now the Ziggs ult over the top, but trading it back. Oh, we have the revive there going the way, and the sleep comes through as well, and now we got an excited Jinx. A massive team fight here for the side of Nongshim. As Canyon trying to get out of this one, but Lance keeps him in vision. And I think eventually he will be going down as a kill, perhaps? Ooh, a little dodge, but it still goes to Gideon. Not enough time for the execute. Massive fight here for
Mobile. But once again, we're looking at 2,500 gold lead. Everything's looking good for Nongshim.
This is so annoying, actually. Now TP's coming in. Keen doesn't have his TP. So he's out of this one. He has to stay, actually, but he's pretty low. Chovy going kind of 1v3. Nongshim not committing. And now they're just going to back away.
Yeah, I think it's the right call. You could see all of Gen.G moving in, try and make a counter play.
Chovy? Well, he's going to bait out a lot, and the Rocket Belt here as well. But can they capitalize is really the question. Thinking about a sleep, but he's wide awake.
That's one thing with Nongshim's composition. A lot of the ways they engage in return, very slow.
Yeah.
You know, you have to hit connect and then go for the sleep. A lot of time for them to get away. Also, the Renata ult, very slow. You know, we criticized Engage Gorm. Engage Renata that much better. And I think that's why Nongshim, fine taking this one slow. They win when Gen.G comes into them. If you're chasing down Gen.G, you're burning your tools, that just allows the counter engage to happen. So, no, I don't think it's bad that they expended those resources. They will end up taking down the tower, but just something to have in mind for those later fights.
Yeah. And it's great because Gen.G, in order to win, they need to run into Nongshim. They have to. They don't really win fights by having, you know, Chovy drop Qs down or like ruler poking a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like they have to commit.
Yeah, I mean, the ruler poke will have some value, but you're absolutely right that it's like they are playing a dive-focused composition, and they are looking for it right now.
Yeah. No, we're not ults. There's the dodge on the handshake. Very nice. The exhaust comes in, not doing a whole lot of damage. Just Chovy. Lahens gets away. And now the Valkyrie over the top, and here's Lilia. Gideon going for the sleep. And Chovy's just dead. And Ruler, the fish out of water. He's like, wait, I guess I'll satchel out of here. At least he does that, but I don't think he's getting out of the fight at all. It's 2 kills over to Nongshim. And Jiwoo, he wants more. Oh, the dodge on the zap is big.
Did he skill up his Celestial opposition as that happened? I want to see the replay. Jiro dodges away from the Q, which is really nice. They get the CC layered, but there's just not that much damage. And again, the core heal not doing that much when you steal the way.
We got in live Onivia King in here in a bit of trouble, but Canyon actually in more, as once again they're going way too deep for this, and that will be punished immediately. Nongshim, surely. Yeah, no, look at it now. What is that? It's just there on the right.
Where's it going?
Somebody's actually trolling us. It's on all monitors, though.
There's no Yumi in this game to chase after it.
I don't know. It's just kind of hanging out there with us. It's a Firefly.
It would be even funny if it's only on all monitors and it's not on the broadcast, and people are like, what's going on?
Have lost their mind.
Wait, there it is.
It's below the UI. We're safe for now. Fisher, not very safe, and Flash even connected, or committed to rather, to make sure, but Fisher just Valkyries away. You got Rakan following this one up as well, and finally they take him out. That's a lot of gold, big shutdown.
I mean, it's weird, but it's a lot committed to make that happen. 2 flashes, a lot of. Oh.
How about an Onivia? I don't know if they kill him.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
Well, they stun the ult down. Chovy is tanking up quite a lot, but he gets walled in and just commits to it.
Guys, I don't think you kill the egg in time.
Okay, they're going to kill the egg, but they're all dying instead. Mikhail's. And now maybe Duro just dies here to Gideon, who is very fast. Even a TP away. And yeah, Duro can't get away. So they got a couple of kills, but they paid for it with 3 kills, which is more. I see you.
I feel like this is the most surefire Nongshim win I've seen since last game.
Yeah. All right, are we just diving Onivia? She doesn't have her ult, or egg rather, anymore. No ult on the ground until just now, and this time, okay.
Yeah.
You did it.
The passive makes a big difference. It would be really unfortunate if there was some neutral objective that spawned on the top side.
Well, they can get a Chemtech Drake instead.
Yeah.
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 Awesome.
Well, at least I think the thing to be said is that there's nothing up to do with Yadakan, right?
Well, Fisher's...
What? I mean,
he's just hanging out.
He's just... I mean,
he's like, hey, what's up, guys?
He's stopping the resets.
Yeah?
And they don't really want to commit the time to kill him. I mean, Keen can defend this tower.
Yeah, I mean...
Can he?
Yeah, he
yes,
can.
yes, he has the wood hop too.
Is he okay? He's gonna get tamed on. Chovy, exhaust, Renata ults, in comes Keen. It's not clean, but maybe it works. The bailout comes out, and Jiwoo is just gonna get taken down. 200 gold into the pockets of Gen.G. I think.
But I just think it's not really proving to be very impactful.
I feel like, though, you know, maybe if you're far ahead enough, like Nongshim is, perhaps you just wait for Baron to be up. As I say that, Chovy, he's got Renata Glass ult. He's going to use it as Fisher starts hitting his own minions. Here's Keen now to try to finish the job, and the Counter-Strike is dodged. Down goes the turret, and down will go 200 gold over to Keen.
I think, honestly, it's better for Nongshim that tower dies, because it just felt like it was baiting them in. Oh.
Nope.
No. Yeah, just felt like they were going to bait them in that situation. And oh my god, the man who doesn't play mages,
he knows how to build them.
Liandry's. He has the Oblivion Orb as well, because Ziggs applies the Liandry's Spear to everyone for the healing reduction.
Looks like Ox in there.
Oh my god, he gets it. Such a shame that they're so far behind that surely there's no way. You have to make something happen when you have the buff. And ultimately, they didn't make anything happen. Apart from they gave 400 gold over, so.
Yeah.
But they'll get a tower here. And they're still ahead, and their composition still does very well into what Gen.G has. So, you know, I'm not trying to be too doom and gloom. You know, he still needs like a BF, so he's still a while away, but he's got 3 items and a pickaxe. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, he's doing very well for himself. And now the biggest objective we have is this Baron, of course. Somebody's got to face check it. It's going to be Duro. But he gets hit by a bowling ball, and the control ward is down, though, in the pit. Or I think that's a regular ward, but they're getting a couple over.
Yeah, it's regular deep wards.
Yeah,
you know?
They're just sending a bunch to try to keep a vision. Keen has to flash away, but they stop the Baron.
I think all in all, oh, they actually Chovy TP'd as well. I was going to say flash to stop Baron is fine, but the Chovy TP as well hits.
They're going pretty deep for this one. The sleep is only onto the Ziggs, but it might be worth it. Ruler does get out, though, and Gideon, oh, the timing on the stage is very nice. Nearly punished, but is able to survive. Ruler too low for them to do much of anything, and now they're going to turn their sights on the Baron.
A little risky with the health bars on Nongshim, but there are a lot of ults have been burned from Gen.G, so they definitely want to bait here.
Yeah. Not going to go for it. You got a handshake on one side. You got Keen a bit low on the other. They're going to get another flash.
Burning a lot of sums here. Some good play. And you look at Nongshim, like they haven't burned any summoners apart from King and TP in this passage of play. They're getting more and more confident now with Canyon low. But Keen has TP. He has ult as well. He's TPing in.
Yeah, he's coming on in. Ruler just going to stop that ult, and now Kingen might go down to an A. Canyon, but there's the flank coming in from Keen, and that's really the key. But the exhaust comes in, and the damage is insane. And GU stays alive until Chovy does get in there and take him out. But look at this fight. Ruler not able to do anything except fight up against a bird and just get over the wall.
I was watching the left side of the fight, so you know we saw Jiwoo flash over the wall here and get the reset.
We're fighting again. And this is against the Ziggs. Ruler, though, he's just going to get blast coned away. Could drop an ult, but there it is. I thought maybe he wouldn't even bother, but...
Move on the map. And the thing is, with Nongshim with Baron, is so hard to deal with because Gen.G, they have the Ziggs wave clear, but Ziggs struggles to wave clear against a Baron. This game feels pretty unlosable at this point for Nongshim.
Thank you for having the courage. I didn't.
I have the courage to say it now. Even with what we've seen today, I think Nongshim have this one in the back. Surely, right?
Yes, I agree. I do agree.
Now you're in for it too.
Yeah, I kind of have to. Fisher, bit of trouble. They've been doing this all game, just trying to shut down the Corki and trying to find the angles. They get the flash out of him, but it's Corki.
I think they should just forget Butland exists, honestly, for Nongshim. It feels like it's that pain inhibitor, so I really want to see them do a bit more with this.
Wait, they're going back?
Does he sleep?
Chovy's very good at baiting Renata glass golds.
Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, it's hard to see if you're not focusing, but he did it very slight, like you push in mid, you rotate up through top, but they're making sure they have the vision around.
Gideon's just running at them. He's like, I will just take you down if you want to fight right now. Yeah, last wave coming in. Should be able to do a bit of damage to this one. Ult on top of Keen. And yeah, they're just going to push them away. Fisher has that angle, and Kenya now has to flash away. This Onivia has just done so much work into all these melee champions.
They play it patient, and it works. But now, TP flank coming in. This could be a comeback moment.
Well, he's going very deep for that. And yeah, here comes Keen. Fisher takes a little bit of damage, gonna dodge the Q, and he gets the stun onto 2! The follow-up here, Duro trying to land some of those charms on in there, but they just don't have the damage. They can't dive into this. As the rocket gonna hit into Keen, nearly going down on that one. Canyon looking for his angle, but he's gonna be exhausted as well. They do take out Gideon, and maybe a chance here, but with the Nexus turrets going down. Little respawn here from Chovy, though? Maybe? Maybe an angle? Not again, Nongshim, not again, please!
No!
Not like this!
No, Nongshim!
They can't keep getting away with it! Don't let them spawn the Nexus turrets again!
Oh, no! There's no way! Yeah, bit of deja vu.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't, but no. Nongshim have lane. They're going to win this time. Wait, are they just going? Wait, Gen.G are trying to go for the Chemtech Soul, and they're going for the back door? Look, they're going!
It's really? Is this possible?
Guys, what is going on?
Keen has Zonya's. Gideon is getting low. Not like this. Okay, they've taken out the Jax. Canyon's holding the wave. Canyon.
They don't need a wave yet. There's no towers.
There are no towers for now. Ruler getting pretty low as well, and maybe, I think they've done it. Jovi, though, on the back line, they get the jinx for now, and the reset, it finally does come out.
Fisher's doing it!
They finally do it! Fisher's getting in there! And yeah, they get a couple of kills. I think finally we can say that Nongshim can end the game, and they can take a win. They will just get this one for now, and we'll see if they can continue with the reverse.
You have 2 carry threats, and something we've seen in the previous games, so I think a great example is game 2.
Here is Zach. Love the Zach pick into this one because, you know, if they end up diving into you, if it's like Jace and Nocturne, I'm going to hold that thought as we have a bit of a fight here. Pull through the wall, but this is Keen with Grasp. Gets a very nice knockback, and that's going to save him here. Oh, the flash forward and knocks in Duro. Down he goes. First blood over to Jiwoo just like that. Lahens, he puts Duro right back in his seat. Yeah. About that.
Yeah.
Zach, I wanted to talk about it before. It's really good into these immobile carries, and this Victor really struggling. Finally gets an ability to press his flash, and he does. I'm not sure why he does, but at least he will get the follow-up flash out of Fisher. Meanwhile, we get a 1v1 here. Keen getting quite low, as maybe it was all just a bait for the Nocturne to come in,
nice
but
flash,
Kasante's got flash, and Kasante gets to do whatever he wants. And that's why Red Side has a lot of strength in theory, but our teams don't seem to really play into that very often. So I'm really glad that Nongshim did this time around. Can even be good for peeling against the Nocturne if he's in that position. He probably won't be. Speaking of which, Nocturne trying to go in, as there you go. The bouncy caster, you're peeling for your Orianna. It's not going to work out very well, and there you go. The stun comes in for the Victor. This time pulling the Zac in is the Rel, but only able to get
man's land.
That's why I like the Gen.G draft. They started with the Jace, and then they ended up with Nocturne Jhin, and it's like you've got a decent amount of poke, and you have a lot of pick potential, dive potential with the Nocturne, but it kind of, you know, you need it
for the best. But yeah, you can see Nongshim kind of threatening, but not wanting to overcook, unless...
just going in. There's a bounce castle once again. Stretching strikes. Utilized, but the follow-up is very slow, but there's the Chains of Corruption, and there you go.
Okay.
Threatening.
I think he can win.
Oh, I don't know. No.
Caught in the way.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And that's going to deny the feats of strength from Nongshim.
Yeah, it's close, but doesn't manage to get it. And now
to really shoot through this front line, though, that's really for sure. I'm not sure how he's going to deal damage to the back line either. We have a TP coming in as Zach, very fed. The Paranoia is going to break up this fight as the Kasante has to tank up a bunch. But I love the angle here on a Ruler. Gets into a really rough spot, but the engage from Duro is quite nice. But yeah, look, trying to hit the back line. They're not quite able to do so. And down will go Duro. You see that Lahens and Jiwoo quite low themselves, but Kingen and Gideon still alive and thriving. They stay alive for so long. Nobody can kill these tanks. They both get stunned somehow. Jovi! He is going to flash away from the cube, but it's still going to give a shutdown over to Fisher. Was it really worth it in the end? As yes, he did get the kill, but here comes Nongshim on the chase, looking for more.
Oh, the Jhin!
Yeah. What do you do as Jhin into Zach?
He's run out of bullets!
You die!
He's fumbling them! And Nongshim...
He's starting to cry!
Nongshim with a huge team fight! Once again, it feels like... With a bit of an outplay on Jiwoo, but even then, that's not enough. They just can't cut through this front line yet, if ever.
I mean, the Zach... It was just kind of unkillable, as now Rel ult's going to be used onto an ulting Alistar.
Yeah, he was like 2 seconds on his ult at the start of that play, and I think maybe they thought it was still not available.
Oh, Kimtech's ult. 27% HP.
27.8, let's be clear, you know? I mean, I think Mountain Soul would be even more insane for this comp. But, you know, I digress. It's a good Chemtech angle. Kasante gonna love that one. Oh, ult comes in. There's a Giga Cone.
Yeah. And, I mean, they're going to go together. There's another Giga Cone. Could kind of get the angle.
Wait, he's in the tower! Oh, my God! Oh, my God, he got Giga Cone!
All right, end the game. We're done. Go next.
Oh, my Lord!
Go next. It's over.
You know what, Brendan? I finally found her. Nongshim are looking great!
Yeah, I mean, I said it as a joke, but I think the game might actually...
This is so funny, actually.
Yes.
나다 야 여기
Here.
Boing.
살았어.
I got him.
안녕하세요.
Blade. Varus shredding this.
Yeah, I mean, they were never going to be able to approach this. So, still get to dive really well.
Oh, and they certainly are a composition that will die. My only concern is, can they even die?
Well, I guess we'll find out. It's a big Rel ultimate to come in, but the damage not quite there. Finally, beginning to land just a bit. Gideon goes into his passive for the first time, as it looks like, in fact, Gen.G will get a decent amount of value from these Otacon resets, as in goes King in, the knockback once again. Fantastic and crisp. Fisher, no! Don't do it. He is going to pull the Jin over once again, as they're doing negative damage to Kingin, as Kingin assassinating the Jin, trying to at least. He does eventually get withdrawn.
Oh, yeah.
And so he'll be getting that mortal reminder any second. Give over 1,000 gold to Gen.G. That wasn't very clean.
Look, I'm gonna be honest, Brendan. If we're gonna make a list of things Nongshim didn't need to do in this series, we could fill a book. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things they didn't need to do. Nah, never mind. I was thinking like,
no, I don't
like
think
at least you can poke, but they're just gonna jump on you, so it doesn't work.
Jin value? Actually rooting him, and now the follow-up comes in. The Cats here onto the Orianna will be huge. As long as they get it, looks like they will.
There's the Jace value. Okay, guys, you gonna look towards Baron? Probably. Kingan's getting ready to TP in. They're like buffed Chemtech Soul. We can't let them get it.
They're just so out of position here. Gen.G, you gotta get in, but you can't.
Too late.
Not gonna happen. Lahens might have to pay for it, but no, he doesn't even seem like he will. They want to punish, and Lahens will give his life for it. But one Zac shot onto Zac is not enough, as Siwu trying to turn this one around. They keep Nongshim around, and now Gen.G trying to force them into a fight, but Duro gets bounced out, so a huge amount of damage comes out. The Shockwave catches the back line, and now you've got Fisher and Gideon right on top of both of them. Gen.G just reeking of desperation here, trying to get over and punish, and they are the ones that get punished for this fight. And there's still Jason Chovy here. I mean, it's Mega Cone Zac.
TP flank?
It's Mega Cone Zac. He didn't even need the TP. And there you go, it's Ace.
They clean up, they get the Baron. Jin just can't do anything. And now they're gonna get Chemtech Soul. If you thought it was hot,
the spike has been hit.
No IE, no Void Staff, doesn't matter, we have the Rapid Fire.
Yes.
Guys, Kingin is not taking much damage right now. And he's not even below half HP.
Yeah, I mean, Chovy doesn't do damage to him, King doesn't do damage to him, Ruler doesn't do damage to him. And it's not just him, it's Gideon too. And there you go. I'm not sure about that one. Nice Sonya's, I guess. And the follow-up, pretty big, although Nongshim are going very deep for this one. And eventually, we talked about this, eventually you can kill them, although Duro is going to be traded out.
Oh my god, that's a big ult.
Yeah. You can see the health bars are very slowly beginning to fall. Okay, Kingin says we can win. We're still going. We're still sieging.
That one that threaded the needle on Jiwoo made me very nervous. He should not be tanking Jin ults, but it feels like Gen.G have to do so much work to kill just the Alistar.
It took them forever.
It took them so long.
But they did it.
They really have the deep wards this time. So I think a lot of the problems in previous games were solved by Keen just TP flanking. They don't have that tool in their wheelhouse in this one.
Yeah. Well, Gen.G are going to have to send it one way or another, as the Baron was unleashed. Here comes Duro, looking for that front line. Fisher should not be frontlining, but eventually he should be okay. Flashes away, and they're just trying to fight front to back now, catching Keen out, but the damage's not quite there. You know, Nongshim tried to turn, but it's like they tripped over their own feet while it was happening. The paranoia obviously not helping them very much.
Yeah. I feel like if Gen.G stalled any more, then maybe they decouple the Elder and the Baron, but it looks like the Baron's going to go down, Elder's still in a minute.
Well, they're getting in there, but there's the knockup on a Chovy. Follow-up knockup, the bouncy house is beginning. In goes the Zac, and Chovy doesn't have flash anymore. Down will go Keen. I think this is just the nail in the coffin. Ruler.
Look at Jin!
He's fumbling the bullets. He's tripped over his own feet.
He's trying to reload. Look at the damage.
Oh, no. He nearly maybe chipped away at the shield.
Wait, Canyon, don't die to the Krugs. He has to defend the base. Recall Canyon, you can do it. Oh no!
He's dying.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! I don't think he wins this.
No, I don't think so.
He's got his little puppy to help him. His little... No. The
All right.
disrespect auto.
We're going to game 5, and I didn't think it was possible, but the one-hit curse.
On the side of Nongshim, it's kind of like we have more early pressure generally, but we have a Smolder's like the insurance card.
If they do really want to index into punishing.
Oh, Canyon could be in trouble, or is Gideon?
Who's locked in here with who? With the Yumi coming up, you think Canyon's good, but now Fisher's got Prio from mid. Big wave coming in. Now Canyon, who's got the Yumi on his back, trying to get out of this one. As Meganar maybe gonna come in here. That's the flash from Canyon, but the bubble has to be dodged, and the Atu as well.
Oh, they got the Yumi!
And the twisted advance as well. Duro, he can't reattach. It's a double kill for Smolder. 4 minutes into the game.
What? And that is not the start you want as Gen.G. And I feel like that's the sort of play where when it happens, when you see the 2 kills on the Smolder, the Mounting Dread comes in, right? You started this series 2-0. It was a scrappy one, but you were 2-0 up. You're now a game away from being reversed.
The flap on in. Fisher with another kill. And he's even going to get away from Canyon. I thought for sure he's okay.
Yeah, I mean, the confidence to go for this, the E damage stacking up, and the damage from Lahens as well. Is Nongshim moving over to Dragon? They should be able to get this in time. Ruler's not there. He's kind of hunting for Jiwoo, it appears. I think it's crazy though when you factor in Fisher's like still losing these trades with the Nami assistance.
Yeah. It's just Smolder at this point doesn't really have a lot of trading power. Like, yeah, before the Azir is level 9, sure.
I think honestly, because they have the Zeri. Yeah.
Don't take your hands off the keyboard yet, but you know.
Whoa there.
But yeah, for now, just kind of try not to die, try not to make mistakes, limit mistakes.
Oh, they're looking better way.
There you go, trying to get on top of Jiwoo, and in fact they will, as Nami, Lahens just kind of leaves him. He's like, okay, yeah, I can't do anything about that. And now Lahens might be in a bit of trouble himself, as the Zerial comes out and Lahens throws in the tidal wave, not really going to do much with the slow coming in, and they give the kill over to Ruler, as meanwhile, down on the bottom side, Kingen will pick up a free kill onto Ornn with the help of Gideon, and Fisher was just mid-farm.
Yep, so I think ultimately good moves. But right now, looking at the Herald, everyone's moving up. Looks like it may end up being a big 5v5. Lahens in trouble?
Yeah, Lahens in a lot of trouble here. Tidal Wave comes out, as does the Nature's Grasp as Gideon. Just going to lock down Canyon for about 8 years. The Culling also going to lock him down, and the Pantheon just gets caught out. And, I mean, they have so many tools to peel, and Gen.G didn't even fully commit as well, so just kind of have Canyon get rolled there.
The team just split the sides. Like, we see Gen.G moving up towards the top side jungle. Gideon's red side. On the other side, we've seen Nongshim moving into Canyon's red side. Another Herald comes down. It's a full health turret. It's not going to die.
That's a bit of damage. It'll actually stick onto Chovy, unlike onto Ruler. TP comes in, but the wave's already kind of cleared. And they still have Mom if they really want to try and clear waves and turn this one around.
It's some good poke, though.
Yeah.
Double rapid fire is really abusable.
I feel like Gen.G, you know, they call up Keen for this one. They use the TP. Kingen just TP's bot. And he's like, yeah, okay, you have this Ornn in mid, cool story.
They can just wave clear, you know? They have a Nami. She has waves.
Quite literally, yes. You've got Mom. I think Fisher probably wants to call it down here. There's the Ornn ults. And the Nature's Grasp as well for the turn. And yeah, Gen.G, they just can't really get in. There's the bubble onto Chovy, but he's got an arm guard and beats Gideon in. Oh, the ult and sweep Chovy! Just turns the fight around just like that. And now you've got Ruler in his ult. He's looking for more. He wants one. He gets two. And in goes Pantheon just for a little showcase at the end, takes a picture. Meanwhile, Ornn goes down. And so does the Zeri.
And here was Nongshim thinking, there's no way they can die. Nami who gets the kill as well.
나 살짝 물렸어. 나 조냐 있어.
I kind of got caught.
야, 이거.
I have flash.
와.
Go for it, go for it.
Oh man, it was so good.
You can see his first.
There's a gold lead for Nongshim, but a lot of it's on this Gnaw. So Kingen needs to outvalue the Zeri really in these fights, and it's a hard thing.
How's Canyon going to get in here? He needs to ult over the top, although they use everything on the Canyon, and now Lahens out of position. And now they kind of have to desperately take down this Otacon and somehow get away. The ult is going to hit only Kingen, and yet they get the Otacon, but now Gen.G are looking to farm them down. Canyon will hit the the dust here as now Jiu and Kingen just being kited out, but it's free gold going over to Gen.G. As, yeah, you got the objective, but you lost all your withdrawals.
And if you look, there was a goal lead of about 1,000 for Nongshim before. It definitely takes away a lot of Kingen's pressure now, especially given the Baron is up. But, you know, the execute threshold's been hit, and they're feeling a lot confident.
So they know this is happening.
Yeah. Even if they don't have direct vision.
Yeah. I mean, they get the vision from the plants.
Gideon's smite's been good this series.
They're just flipping Baron, and it's going to go the way of Gen.G. Here comes the Ornhorn right down the bowling alley there as the Maokai not looking too tanky at this point, but the burn damage is coming in onto Keen. Nongshim thinking about taking a bit more. They've already done a bit of damage. Here comes the tidal wave. And it's going to do absolutely nothing. But here comes Fisher and Jiwoo. They look to turn, though, Gen.G right onto Jiwoo, who's just left alone. The culling, though, keeps him alive for a very long time, but Kingen goes in after the fact. It's just a little bit too little too late. And Fisher never able to find the angle. They have the exhaust for him as well, just to add insult to injury. It's another kill for the Zeri, 8,000 damage and a triple kill for Ruler in this fight.
Comes down to a Baron flip, and the smite isn't there for Gideon. He's been so good this series with the smites at clutch moments. But in the final game, it doesn't ring true. And Gen.G, the super fed Zeri, now going to do a hell of a lot of damage to the base of Nongshim. Man, the dream starting to waver a little bit.
Yeah. I know, I'm sure a lot of fans are like, no, we wanted the dream, we wanted the Nongshim first best of 5 victory.
It's hard. It's hard to find an avenue in. You have Zhonya's on Chovy. And this is kind of the thing in these game 5s of Fearless. The tools aren't there. The same tools to lock down these carries.
Yeah.
And Jiwoo can't dash up to poke. You'll just die.
It's very true. It does feel like a little bit of Zeri taking over the game at this point in time. 7 kills. You got this Azir as well. The first pick on blue side for Gen.G. And they just stuck through it. They're like, okay, Smolder gets 4 kills. Cool story. We'll just wait it out. And we'll just push here in the late game. 30 minutes into this one. And Ruler's out of control. They've got a Yuumi for him as well. And they're just pushing here. They don't even have Baron buff anymore. But there's not really much that Nongshim can do about this. Gideon just pushing the side, or not Gideon, Kingen pushing the side lane. And at least gets in, like, you know, we talked a lot about the Jin game, but now right here where it matters most in game 5, it's like, oh, just couldn't do enough, and Fisher is just desperate. He just wants to land 1 Q.
Oh, he doesn't see the TP.
Instead, he's just, I mean, it's just getting flanked here as Ingo's Chovy gets 2-shot, lands 1 Q and a bomb, and that's about it. Kingen also fed, but not fed enough to flash away, and that is the kill onto him. As meanwhile, in the base, it is just absolute massacre. As Gen.G, they finally do it. Duro has his head in his hands as Gen.G are winning game 5. That is the vibe right now, guys. As Gen.G barely limp across the line. They take a dominant game 5 at least to feel better about their situation. But it's not